The Milwaukee Bucks have zero chance at winning anything with that brain-dead idiot Doc Rivers coaching them. This ball gets swung to the wing. This is not how we guard away from the ball in the corner. Your back's got to be to the baseline, especially with Brook Lopez on Jaylen Brown, this being a mismatch, especially when Brook Lopez is forcing Jaylen Brown into this help. Damian Lillard's back needs to be to the baseline, so you're in that gap, right? I'm going to stunt. Feet set, I'll be able to recover, but you need to be in the gaps, and Damian Lillard's late. Why is he late? Because his back was to the sideline. Layup. The Bucks do everything wrong here, because of course they do. They have Doc Rivers. Giannis, if you're switching, you need to be attached, level to the screener, so I'm ready to guard Tatum immediately. Where's Giannis? You're switching. I need to be attached right here. Oh, by the way, Andre Jackson Jr., you need to get underneath the screener, Jrue Holiday. Everything's wrong here. Giannis is late to switch. Andre Jackson Jr. switches over the top, so you give up an open three. Even if the three missed, Jrue Holiday's boxing out Andre Jackson Jr. because he switched over the top. That's Doc Rivers for you. This is just a poorly coached mess. This is, first of all, terrible one-on-one defense by Damian Lillard. He's going to gamble. But when you gamble and don't get it here, you're still guarding Jaylen Brown. So could you sprint over to Jaylen Brown? Why does Damian Lillard think it's okay to just aimlessly stand in the paint and not get back to who he's guarding? What? Doc Rivers. This is all Doc Rivers. How he's allowed in the NBA is why there are problems in society. In transition, we get to bodies. So Brook Lopez, you're taking Derek White. That's the closest body. You got to get to Derek White. Damian Lillard will get back. He can get in help, but he's going to have to take Jaylen Brown trailing the play. Look at this poorly coached. This is a joke. Damian Lillard goes to Derek White. Brook Lopez was guarding Derek White. So who's guarding Jaylen Brown? Doc Rivers. The Bucks are clueless in transition, and it's because this is their coach, a brain-dead moron. Brook Lopez can't be standing aimlessly in the paint. The help on the ball with Peyton Pritchard comes from Damian Lillard and AJ Green right here. Brook Lopez should be up the line guarding Neemias Queta. Brook Lopez thinks it's okay to just stand in the paint right here aimlessly. Now I got to be guarding the screen. So because you're standing in the paint now, look at this, you're late getting up. So Jason Tatum just goes right to the rim. That's Doc Rivers, though. It's a complete joke. Poorly coached disaster. Poorly coached disaster. Brook Lopez, stop aimlessly standing at the free throw line. I got to be up, attached to Neemias Queta. I need to be attached to Queta the whole time he sets the screen. I should be attached. When Queta sets the screen and when Tatum comes off the screen, you'll guard the screen. But I'm attached the whole time. Because when you're unattached like this, whoops, now Queta's not going to even set a screen. He's going to slip it. And that's to Doc Rivers. This is a disgrace to us as human beings. First of all, why are we not icing this screen? Get Chris Middleton up, Brook Lopez underneath, you keep Tatum to the sidelines and out of the lane. There's no place for Al Horford to roll to or pop to. Giannis is standing and waiting in backside help. If you're switching, though, Brook Lopez, you got to switch this now. Like right now, and Chris Middleton gets underneath the screener. What is this? You're just letting Jason Tatum in the lane and then at the last minute saying, all right, never mind, let's switch. Nice defense. Look at this directly off a made basket. Doc Rivers is a disgrace to this country. Giannis, Damian Lillard, get back to the three-point line. Get back to the three-point line. Look at this. Hit ahead. No, we're not standing at half court aimlessly. I need to be back to the three-point line so I'm in help. So Chris Middleton has help on the ball. Everyone's standing at half court. Where's the help? Again, this is just coaching. This is Doc Rivers being a disgrace to human beings everywhere. Brook Lopez, this is not how you guard in the corner. My back needs to be to the baseline, so I'm in the gaps. Brook Lopez is going to be late to get in the gap. Stop. Back to the baseline. There should be no place for Jaylen Brown to go to. Feet set. I'm going to stunt. I'm going to recover. Your back's to the sideline. You're late getting in the gaps. I wonder why. Doc Rivers is a disgrace to any living American that works a job. First of all, why are we not icing? Why is Gary Trent not getting up and you're icing the screen, keeping Derek White to the sidelines? Brook Lopez drops underneath. Where's Al Horford popping to? Giannis is standing and waiting in backside help. If you're switching, every time Gary Trent Jr. and Brook Lopez are part of a screen, you went over this in halftime, in practice, in film. Auto switch, if that's what you want to do. Because when you're talking and thinking about switches, whoops, one person switches, one person doesn't. 50-year-old Al Horford's left wide open. It's so sad that Adam Silver allows this. This man coaching an NBA team. It's why I'll never have kids and bring them into this world. Damian Lillard, you're playing the gaps, and that's great, but your feet have to be set in a defensive stance. You cannot be coming towards the ball. Your feet, you got to already be there. So it's just stunt, immediately recover. Look at Damian Lillard's feet right here, going towards the ball as the pass gets kicked out. You're not getting out in time. The Bucks don't even know how to switch a screen. Doc Rivers should be the least paid employee in the United States of America. Stop. Bobby Portis, so you're switching the screen. You know this, right? So just be ready to guard Jaylen Brown. Giannis is going to switch on to Al Horford. I don't need to be shoving Al Horford. Be ready to guard. Look at Bobby Portis here. You're busy shoving the screener here, and Jaylen Brown's just going to take this right to the rim. Well, Brook Lopez, again, is going to be wandering around in the middle of nowhere. There's the brain-dead idiot Doc Rivers. Brook Lopez needs to be sprinting back to the three-point line and get your back turned, right? So I'm in help. I'm ready to guard Neemias Queta. Look at Brook Lopez in transition. Look at just trotting to the absolute middle of nowhere. Where are you going, Brook? Queta's setting a screen, and you're not even close to ready to guard. Open three. Doc Rivers having a job in the NBA. Nobody should have kids until Doc Rivers is not coaching in the NBA anymore. This is a disgrace. This is a cross screen right here. Damian Lillard must jam Neemias Queta as he comes through this cross screen so Brook Lopez can get on the other side. Damian Lillard doesn't touch him. So now when Neemias Queta comes to set this ball screen, Brook Lopez not going to be ready to guard. He's still getting screened from the cross screen. So Tatum's open again. You wonder why NBA ratings are down. Because the coaching has never been worse. Off a made basket again. Why is Gary Trent Jr. standing in the middle of nowhere? Get back to the three-point line. Why is Damian Lillard? Why is AJ Green standing in the middle of nowhere? Why are neither back to the three-point line ready to guard Sam Hauser? Why is Bobby Portis, who's just entering our picture now, why was he standing in the paint guarding no one? Off a made basket. Bang. Just embarrassing, but it's a Doc Rivers coach team. What is there to expect? Could Gary Trent get his hands off Jason Tatum? Half step back. Show your hands, slide your feet. Instead, you're crowding Jason Tatum at half court for no reason. And you're leaning towards this Al Horford screen early. Not ready to guard. Easily able to spin off you because you got your hands on his back. Collapse the world, Doc Rivers. Should be the least paid employee in the country. You also have Darvin Ham on this coaching staff. It's a problem with this country that these people are paid to coach basketball. Giannis on the switch. The Bucks don't know how to switch screens. I must get underneath Drew Holiday immediately on the switch. Immediately on the switch. You do not switch over the top like that. Is just atrocious transition defense from Giannis. But you have this person who is still employed. Giannis. We're not going after and gambling on the ball across half court. Get back and be ready to guard. Look at Giannis just stopping and gambling. So now you're beat. Now the Celtics have numbers. Transition defense. Transition defense again. It's a disgrace to this country. Giannis, get back. Gary Trent, get back. Chris Middleton, back. Why? It's a 1-point game. Why does everybody from Milwaukee think it's okay to just stand randomly at half court? What? Get back to Al Horford. No one gets back. Game over. It's so sad. The Bucks should be a good team. But Adam Silver, this country, everyone is a disaster that this man is coaching basketball. Damian Lillard, this has to be his help. Has to be. Because again, if your feet are set, you can stunt at the ball and then recover with your feet set. Where's Damian? Look, you're going away from that gap. So when Tatum splits through, now Giannis has to come help, which means Chris Middleton has to sink down so that's not a dunk, and you're screwed. Nobody's there to guard Drew Holiday now. So this is just pump and go, ball game.